Alright, my name is Joseph Blackman. I'm the owner of the Concrete Instant Imprints, and this topic is, how long should a sales call be? I've kind of always wondered this, and I did some research, and it shouldn't be longer than an hour. Most of us work from 8 to 5, 9 to 6, so we only have so many hours in the day, and then there's a lunch hour, then there's usually an hour, just, you get your 15-minute, 30-minute breaks or whatever. So it shouldn't be longer than an hour. If your sales calls are going over an hour, if my sales call is going a little bit long, say I meet with this guy, we're meeting up at 3 o'clock. Our pitches or what we're talking about, our product or our service, it doesn't take 30 minutes each. Like, I usually have my time to talk, he has his turn to talk. So why, what more are we talking about? The small talk is great, but you really shouldn't be going into too much detail, because who knows how long this relationship can last. You definitely want to get to know the person a little bit deeper than how you first met them or how you can help them out, but you shouldn't really be going into too much depth, because hey, we only have so much time on planet Earth. I can't really go into that much detail, and I don't know if you're going to be here tomorrow. So my thing is, it shouldn't take longer than an hour. I always try to monitor how long it's going to take, and one way to keep that tailed is saying that that I only have an hour to spend. I have another engagement. If we start at 3, I have to be somewhere at 4:30. That means at 4 I got to wrap up and get out of here. And you say that at the beginning of the conversation, at the beginning of the meeting, and then the whole time they know that you have the X amount of time to get out of there, because you've probably been on these sales calls, or they're trying to pitch you on something, and they just keep going on and on about their product and service, and it gets repetitive, and it doesn't really add any more value. They said what they had to say. It's either I'm going to buy or I'm not going to buy, and then there's nothing really more to be exchanged. Like, let's get out of here, let's do some follow-up, and let's figure it out from there. We shouldn't really be talking too much about the product, because we have to qualify or disqualify the person. Why are we trying to close it on the first contact? I mean, we have to figure out if that customer is the right fit for us, or if that clientele is the right fit for us. So let's try to keep it a little bit shorter. Keep it to an hour. Sometimes an hour can be long. I mean, if the product or service if they understand what you do and don't really have a need for it, then boom, let's get out of there in 30 minutes. Let's get back out, in the streets trying to drum up some more business. So I always say, let's keep it to an hour or less. If it goes longer than an hour, you'll start seeing that the conversation will drift away, and you won't really be getting the value out of that meetup or that conversation what you would be. And then it can start chewing up your day. I mean, it's an opportunity cost. Every hour or minute that you spend with somebody, you could have been out knocking on doors or spending with somebody else who would buy instead of a could-be buyer. So yeah, keep conscious of that. I try to keep them around an hour or less. To each his own. That's just how I do it. There's really not that much to talk about at Starbucks or at Panera or at any of these, or in their office. So let's keep it a little bit short. Let's keep pushing forward. Let's keep busting things wide open. And I'll see you guys at the top. All right.